Okay, here on Metal Talk, I'm here with Doogie White, lead singer of many bands, La Paz, Michael Schenker's Temple of Rock, yeah, and let's go back to the bands of the past as well, Midnight Blue and Ingve Malmsteen, and also Ritchie Blackmore's Rainbow.
Yep.
And let's talk about it actually, because on August 27th, EagleRock are bringing out a live album DVD called Black Masquerade, which is a fantastic document of your time in Ritchie Blackmore's Rainbow. And what sort of memories does that bring back for you on the Strangers in Us All tour?
Well, Black Masquerade is one of the songs from the album Stranger Than Us All, and it was our 5th show.
That's right.
In our first one in Germany. We had done Helsinki and Oslo and Stockholm and Copenhagen, and we moved on to Germany, and that was the first gig. And I mean, we were going from maybe 2,000 seaters in Scandinavia to this 5, 6, 7,000 seater Phillips Hall, so it was a bit daunting, and then to turn up and find that there were cameras there and recording equipment as well. So it was quite daunting, but it was good. It was good fun. I mean, we had a great night. 5th show in, you know, we're still finding our feet. Ritchie's improvising a little bit more. You've got to try and keep up with him because we rehearsed for, I think, 2 weeks before that, and then of course as soon as you get into the live situation, everybody knows their parts hopefully so well that it means that he could go off and improvise wherever he wanted to, and it was just up to us to sort of stay in with him.
And obviously with Ritchie, he's sort of infamous for not being a fan of performing in front of cameras. You know, it's very hard to capture the real Ritchie in front of a camera. And was there like strict stipulations on that day for like cameras not to be anywhere near him?
No, I know. I understand what you mean. We've all seen
obviously
the California
Jam where you smashed up the camera, and obviously the water phone incident in England.
Well, I think that the reason we chose Phillips Hall to do the live show was because it was such a big venue, and the cameras were not going to get in the way of the band, and they were not going to get in the way of the audience either. So, you know, we had the sweeping booms that would come down, but he couldn't reach them. But I think that he was still very much in the enjoyment stage of the band, and we were still experimenting. We were still finding our way with what the live show was going to be. So it just added a little bit of pressure. But I mean, he seemed relaxed through it all.
So of course, like Ritchie Blackmore was a brand new band, and I figured originally it was going to be Ritchie Blackmore. Obviously, Rainbow's was a stronger name.
Well, it was going to be called It was going to be called Moon, which was going to be named after his grandmother. Her surname was Moon, and then it was going to be Rainbow Moon. And in fact, the tapes that I brought back from the first set of editions that I did with him were Rainbow Moon tapes, because that's what it was going to be called. But you know, market forces dictate that you go back to the starting point, and you know, to be part of Ritchie Blackmore's Rainbow as opposed to something else, for me was great fun.
And let's talk about, you know, when you joined Ritchie Blackmore, because obviously I know you're a massive fan of like Ritchie from Deep Purple and Rainbow's days. So obviously when you first got that phone call, you know, what was going through your mind?
This is a bit weird because I had just been over to Germany. I had just auditioned for a German band, and they had said to me, well, if you know, we'd like you to join, and if you come over, you'll have to move to Germany and live with us. So I was coming back with an offer to go to live in Germany and work with this German band. But that all changed when I came back, and I had I got the note saying that Ritchie's secretary had called, and so I went to the pub and had a couple of drinks, and he phoned the next night, and he just asked me to go over and audition, and it was as easy as that. I flew over, and we ran through 5 nights of just I was only supposed to be there 2, but we got on so well, and we started working on different ideas and things and kicking it around, and so we had 5 days of playing. And was there
instant chemistry between you two?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I thought I knew everything about him. He knew nothing at all about me. You know, so I thought I kind of had the upper hand. And the thing was, I mean, the good thing for me was that I knew the back material, all of it, probably better than he did. You know, so it was, for me, although I had never done it before, it was like stepping into comfortable new shoes. And we'll just kill that there, and I'll go and kill that immediately. Or that's going to be driving you daft.